It was a typical family holiday evening. A 3-year-old girl asleep in her bed in a ground-floor apartment, but when her parents returned for a routine check, the room was empty. The window, ajar. How she left, and who was responsible, remains a question that has haunted a global investigation for nearly 2 decades. On May 3, 2007, a tranquil family vacation in Praia da Luz, Portugal, shattered into a global nightmare. 3-year-old Madeline McCann vanished from her bed, sparking an international search that would become one of the most heavily reported missing person cases in modern history. This isn't just a story of a missing child, it's a labyrinth of conflicting details, intense media scrutiny, and a relentless pursuit of answers that even today eludes us. Kate and Jerry McCann, doctors from Leicestershire, England, were enjoying dinner with friends at a tapas restaurant just 55 metres from their ground-floor apartment, 5A, within the Ocean Club Resort. Their 3 children, Madeline and 2-year-old twins Sean and Amelie, were asleep inside. The group had a routine staggered checks on the children every half hour. Just after 9 p.m, Jerry McCann checked on the children, walking quietly through the dimly lit resort. He found them all asleep, peaceful and undisturbed. But as the night deepened, a sense of unease crept in. At 10 p.m, Kate returned for her check, and everything changed. The bedroom door was wide open, the window ajar, and Madeline was gone. Kate's desperate cries, "Madeline's gone, someone's taken her," shattered the silence. The echoes of panic and despair rippled through the quiet resort as the nightmare began to unfold. The alarm was raised immediately. Resort staff and guests joined a desperate, fruitless search through the night. Portuguese police launched an investigation, but from the outset it faced significant challenges. Crucial early hours were arguably lost, and the crime scene itself was not optimally secured, leading to later criticisms of rudimentary mistakes. The focus of the investigation quickly became a source of controversy. In September 2007, both Kate and Jerry McCann were named arguidos formal suspects by Portuguese authorities. This came after reports involving British sniffer dogs detecting traces of blood and cadaver scent in their apartment and a car they later rented. The parents vehemently denied any involvement, and their arguido status was eventually lifted in July 2008, but not before sparking intense and often cruel media scrutiny and public speculation that would haunt them for years. With the Portuguese investigation shelved, the McCanns continued their tireless global campaign to find their daughter. In 2011, after a direct request from the British Home Secretary, Scotland Yard launched its own review, Operation Grange, which soon evolved into a full-scale investigation. This British effort has cost millions and continued for well over a decade, pursuing countless leads, but without a definitive breakthrough. The determination to leave no stone unturned became central to their approach. Then, in June 2020, a significant shift in the investigation occurred. German authorities publicly identified a new prime suspect, Christian Bruckner. He's a convicted sex offender and drug dealer who had been living in the Algarve region of Portugal at the time of Madeline's disappearance. German prosecutors stated their belief that Madeline was dead and that Bruckner was responsible. The evidence against Bruckner, though circumstantial and not yet leading to formal charges directly in Madeline's disappearance or presumed death, is, well, deeply unsettling. It includes phone records. Mobile phone data allegedly places Bruckner's phone in the vicinity of the Praia da Luz apartment around the time Madeline vanished. Hard drives and USB sticks found in his possession reportedly contained images and materials related to child abuse. There were also disturbing fictional stories found, allegedly written by him, which described the abduction of children. And there are claims from associates and former acquaintances that Bruckner made admissions or disturbing comments about Madeline, including one witness claiming he remarked, "She didn't even scream." The investigation into Christian Bruckner remains very much active, with authorities continuing to pursue every possible lead. As recently as early June 2025, new searches were carried out in Portugal, in an area connected to Bruckner near Praia da Luz. These efforts reportedly uncovered small pieces of clothing and animal bones, which have since been sent for detailed forensic testing, though investigators have cautioned the public not to expect major breakthroughs after so many years. Meanwhile, Bruckner is serving a sentence in Germany for an unrelated rape conviction from 2005. He was recently acquitted on other sexual offense charges. alleged offences in Portugal between 2000 and 2017, but remains imprisoned. Recently, an outstanding fine against Bruckner was paid, meaning he could be released from prison as early as mid-September 2025 for a separate lesser sentence. This development adds urgency to the ongoing investigation by German, Portuguese and British authorities. Importantly, Bruckner has not been formally charged with Madeline's abduction or murder, and the search for answers continues. 18 years have now passed since Madeline McCann disappeared. Her parents, Kate and Jerry, continue their unwavering fight for answers, refusing to give up hope. The investigation, spearheaded by German prosecutors and supported by Portuguese and UK police, remains active, a testament to the persistent belief that the truth will one day emerge. The case of Madeline McCann is a stark reminder of a parent's worst nightmare and a chilling testament to a mystery that continues to captivate and haunt us all. The world watches, waits and hopes that one day Madeline will finally be found and her story at long last can be complete. As we look back on the haunting disappearance of Madeline McCann, the facts and theories intertwine, weaving a tapestry of heartbreak, confusion and persistence. From that fateful night in Praia da Luz to the tireless investigations spanning continents, this case has become a symbol of both tragedy and resilience. Despite countless leads, global attention and years of searching, the answers remain elusive, each revelation spawning more questions than solutions. But in the face of uncertainty, hope endures. The unwavering determination of Madeline's family, the relentless efforts of investigators, and the compassion of millions around the world keep the search alive. The mystery of what happened to Madeline still lingers, unresolved and deeply felt, a reminder that some stories refuse to fade quietly into the past. As we await the day when new evidence might finally bring closure, we remember Madeline, not just as a missing child, but as a beacon of hope. Her story remains unfinished, urging us all to keep questioning, keep searching, and never give up on the possibility of answers. And that brings us to a close of another complex investigation. We're on a mission to bring you the most gripping, jaw-dropping true crime stories out there. If you loved diving deep into this case, you won't want to miss what's coming next. So smash that like button, hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and jump into the conversation with our amazing community. Your energy and support fuel our hunt for the truth. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay safe, and we will catch you on the next one.